Six figures. It just makes no sense to me.
Matt McCall, thanks so much for coming with your expertise. Great to see you. We have a Fox News alert right now because there is a car chase underway. We are tracking it for you. This is near San Francisco. The area is called Pleasanton. Thank you. This is a little unusual to see a chase around San Francisco. Trace Gallagher is at the breaking news desk with more. What are you seeing, Trace?
Well, I'm not seeing much right now because the picture keeps breaking up, Allie, but it is near Pleasanton. This thing has been going on now for the better part of an hour and a half. It started in Sacramento, which is about 80 miles away. It's now making its way through the East Bay in San Francisco. And you're right, car chases in the Bay Area are very rare. The picture's back up. You see the Highway Patrol has been on its tail now. This thing has apparently reached very high speeds, though we haven't gotten an exact number on that. So give you an idea of where this is. It's made its way from Sacramento, coming down south and then heading through the East Bay, which is east of San Francisco. We believe the freeway here is the 680, so it runs through Pleasanton and Walnut Creek, and those people might know San Ramon as markers there. The CHP will they will pursue this as much threat as the driver poses to those cars around him. That's the big deal here. You see, it's a motorcycle CHP. The picture kind of keeps breaking up, but there are other CHP officers behind him. Now, if this thing continues on this path, it will go up and over the Bay Bridge and into San Francisco, and that's going to make it a little bit tough for the driver because that's when things start to slow down quite a bit. It's a Ford Explorer. We believe the driver was initially stopped, or at least attempted to stop, for a high rate of speed. Now remember, a lot of these people who take off in California, because it is a three-strike state, they're leaving because this might be their third strike, which means if it is, you're going away for a very long time. The helicopter there at KGO, which is our network news service affiliate, just kind of catching the backside of the mountain and going over the hill, and you can see the signal is breaking up. But as you see here, Allie, he's been driving very erratic in and out of traffic. Is this live or is this tape? This is tape. I guess this is live. You can see some smoke coming out of the back of the Ford Explorer. This thing is now humming. This is back live. This thing is humming down the freeway. And again, we believe it's Pleasanton, California, east of San Francisco, but heading toward San Francisco, heading toward the Bay Bridge on the 680 freeway. We're still kind of looking to get some coordinates, Allie, from the helicopter pilot.
Wow, yeah, he's cooking down the freeway. Why is there only traffic when you and I are trying to drive on a freeway, but not when there's a car chase? I'll never understand that. Trace, thanks for keeping an eye on that. Oh, actually, Trace, we're going to stay with this for a second because it seems like he is really accelerating and it's getting more dangerous. What are you seeing on your end?
Well, I'll tell you, here's the thing, Allie. It's 10:20 in the morning here, 10:25 in the morning, and the traffic is normally this time of morning fairly light. So that's why the traffic's light.
Okay.
It's kind of unusual. You see now two police cars, one motorcycle, and then you see the squad car on the left. And you see the Ford Explorer is now slowing down. This is the slowest we have seen this now for the better part of an hour and a half the chase has been going on. They tried the spike strips at some point in time, but there's too many other cars in the freeway, so they're probably not going to try that.
Ooh,
it looks like he's slowing down. Yeah, it looks like he's pulling over. I don't know if he's done, ran out of gas, he was going 80 miles. Who knows here? But this is when these get very interesting because nobody's quite sure exactly what the driver is going to do at this point in time. Sometimes they get out, they lay down, and it's all over with. But the cops will approach this very, very carefully because they're unsure exactly what's going on with this guy. Is he armed? Is he wanted for something that's dangerous? So they're going to lay back, stay behind him, and they will signal for him to get out of the car and lie face down with his hands above his head. If he does that, all's well. In the meantime, this thing could go on for a while and he could start up again and cruise down the highway. But again, for those just joining us, it's been going on now for an hour and a half. He's just outside of San Francisco. He started in Sacramento, which is 80 or 90 miles away. You can see the police as they pull out have got guns drawn, an indication they believe this guy may pose a threat. You can see the motorcycle cop down there taking no chances. He got down behind his motorcycle, and there is one more officer. If you look to the kind of the top right side of the screen there, one more officer kind of gauging him from that side. It's unclear if during this 80-mile chase, Allie, they actually got a conversation going with him. A lot of times they do. They identify the car, they know who the driver might be, and they try to at least get some kind of a cell phone conversation going with these guys to find out what their ulterior motive might be. It's unclear if that happened, if this car might have been stolen. So as we sit here and watch, you can see that CHP officer kind of approaching with a gun drawn at the top, right at the top of the screen, right on the driver or the passenger side of the Explorer.
Yeah.
He's signaling the driver right now to get out.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen any movement inside the car. And he's kind of knocking, saying, okay, here's the deal. You need to get out and lie face down. But we've seen very little movement. It's kind of hard with the shadows, actually, inside that Ford Explorer. As far as we know, it's just the driver in there. We've heard of no other passengers.
Yeah, but Trace, you're so right to point out that this is just as tense a time as when he's cranking along at high speeds down the freeway, because often they run, often they are armed. But it looks like a woman?
It's a woman, which is even rarer.
Is
wow.
that right?
I mean, you see a lot of car chases, but you very seldom see a woman driving the car. Again, an hour and a half, wanted for speeding as far as we know, and didn't want to stop. Kept going from Sacramento down to almost San Francisco. This thing appears to be over. A woman in a car chase.
Huh. Equal opportunity. All right, Trace. So thanks so much for tracking all this for us. Bring us any developments, okay?